Picasso said, when he visited Altamira for the first time, he came out shaking his head and he said, in 15,000 years, we have invented nothing. He was so awed and moved by what he saw. An art critic, writer, and painter, Theodore Wolff, said in a fascinating article about artistic genius in 1982, artistic genius has the ability to transform the cultural landscape, to alter our perception of a facet of reality or reality itself. And I think that's pretty spot on, and that is a really, really good place to start to talk about the rock art of the Lower Pecos, because this art truly transformed both the cultural and the physical landscape of this region.
Okay, folks, I am very excited. I think I have found some folks that understand what I'm talking about and have done so much research on aging the painting, the art on the stones. And I hope they let me be their friend, and I hope they will help me. Folks, these, because I think a lot of us ask, we find some rocks and we see some stuff and we go, what else is there to know? Well, this is that channel. Folks, I've watched several of the videos and I've never been so more enthused about my study as I am now. These folks will explain so much to you. I ask anybody that's watching my channel, check these folks out. And when you've watched their videos, I think the next time you pick up rocks, you'll start finding meaning, finding more to look for in the art and the symbols. They will explain so much. Folks, I'm just almost too excited to talk. And I'm just going to do some more research and keep watching what they have to say before I go any further with trying to explain anything. So please check this channel out. They're awesome. Folks, I know I'm going to stumble my words, but I don't care. This is kind of a message for Shumla. I watched all of your videos, well, almost all of them now, and I see the scientific, artistic method that you're using, and it ties in with my work, and I'm going to try to explain a little bit. You guys talk much better than me, but it's association with the art, with the people, the person, the artist, that time, thousands of years ago. It's showing, see, me in words. So let me just go back to a little bit of what I'm trying to say and how my work is really ties into you guys' work too. It's preservation of art and understanding the people, or it's both an anthropology and an archaeology together. Anyway, my study is the stone tools, especially the ones that have extinct animals on them that I would think was 10,000 plus years old. Now, there's art on all of these stones, and that's the art that I find on these tools, these hand tools, has the same importance of understanding how to understand it and how to read it and how to associate the colors that these tools. It's about the same, except you guys' art is on cliffs and the art that I study is on tools. Okay, I'm going to try to make this video very short. I'm not going to talk about any images that I see in here. I just want to go through a real quick review here of what looks like a seemingly bunch of ordinary stones are all tools, and they were made to be tools. They're not random whatevers. Okay, this one. Yeah, it could be a color cup too. Each one could be different tools, but the tool use I see is this real worn bottom, rounded edge on that. And it's not that way on other parts of the stone. And it's held perfectly to be a little polishing tool. This, I'm not sure what kind of tool it was, but it's a stone that had been fauceted down, and then they just split it and made some sort of little bowl that has an orangish red residue in it. I truly can't find a tool use on this one, but it just looks like a foot. And I thought it was cool. This is a sharp edge scraping tool here. And these tools have to fit my hand correctly too, or I'm not going to call them a tool. They have to be comfortably held for that tool to be, well, you know what I'm saying. This has a sort of a sawtooth edge. It's old and worn. All of these are worn. It just feels like, the way it's held, that it was a sort of a saw or a scraper, but the tool part is right there, and the rest of it's all handle and images. I don't want to get lost in the images. But anyway, this is a side scraper, held comfortable, and it's a little slice of a stone that appears like a moon. I put all these ones that's kind of like this in one spot, and I'll get them together and show you sometime, but they sort of have a moon look, and I think if I can recognize that moon look, I'm sure the person that made this did, because they didn't have TV at night. They had the moon and other stuff, stars and campfires and dancing and singing and music, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this one I truly don't know what the tool use is, unless that worn right there, where it's worn, was like an engraver. I think they did a lot of work with wood, but it does have some neat images on it. Or I see neat images, and there's color down in there. These folks know how to examine color. But this is so cool. What do you think about that, creek stain? You just made a wooden one. And I just found, a couple days ago, a rockwood. This has the appearance of a drill, a worn bit drill. And it's held perfectly for a drill. It also has a little side scraper right there, which was a sharp edge at one time, and it can be held for that too. We're not talking images. This feels comfortable like that, and it has a percussion feel to it. And I think this was used as like a cleaver, except it's more focused, breaking something, possibly bones or something. This has two pressure flake snaps right there that created two little sharp crescent-shaped tools. for scraping. No tool use anywhere else. This is the only wear I saw on this is on that side right there, that edge. I don't see any wear anywhere else. And it could be held comfortably like this if that was needed, that type of sanding was needed. This falls in my hand comfortably there, and it's a drill. This is sort of a 90, maybe 100-degree scraping tool. This tool really feels only comfortable holding it like this as a tool, and that's a highly polished, with a bird in there too, tool for polishing. Held perfectly just like that. Okay, there's art on these ancient tools, and many of them are painted, and I need to bye for now, folks. I guess what I'm saying to the Shumla folks, Carolyn Boyd, is that if I were to come down there where you folks was looking at this rock art thing, I mean the walls, and it would be incredible, well, I'd probably be over here digging in the dirt, looking for this. Stone tools. That's probably what I do. And I would look for ones that was painted yellow. I would look for some that has some reddish tint down in there. Now all of these stones have not been cleaned yet, and this shows up really well. And within this red and yellow, there are images of animals, birds, snakes. There's those things. That's all I'm saying, folks. I can't imagine anything, me helping with that rock art on the wall, except that some of those images that I saw triggered an intuition, or that's all I'm saying, folks. I don't know about, can this study that I'm doing with these stone tools that's painted and carved, can that be part of this? Can it, Carolyn? Can it? I think it needs to be. I don't really know how to help. Not yet. Not yet. My name is Ray. I like you guys, your channel, your people. I like it all.